Marine life, a part of nature. Read and enjoy. Let's read the article about human impact on marine animals. When we look at the ocean, it looks deep and silent, but it is a home to diverse living things. These living things are in many forms, from tiniest single-celled plankton to biggest blue whale. These living things or marine animals have their own way of living. The ocean is not silent. Coughs and clicks of fish, cries of humpback whales all form a part of the natural soundscape of coastal waters. Marine animals produce sound to communicate, navigate, avoid predators, find mates and forage for food. Dolphins and whales usually travel together in groups. To identify each other and stay in groups, they click, moan and whistle. They have ability to recognize the sound made by their family members and other animals of the same species. The sound made by them travels through water. They are extremely sensitive to sounds, even low-frequency noise which is hardly audible to humans. The life of marine animals is under threat because of human interference. Man-made noise is disrupting their lives. Commercial shipping, boat traffic, sonars, seismic surveys for mining, port construction, oil and gas exploration are responsible for the rising levels of noise pollution in the ocean and has a great impact on the marine ecosystem. Shipping noise is constant and major cause for communication and behavioral changes in marine animals. Military operations are another serious issue that is creating disturbance to marine life. In January 2005, 34 whales, 3 different species, became stranded and died along North Carolina's Outer Banks during nearly offshore Navy sonar training. The recent development in military activities and anti-submarine measures that generate very loud pulses of sound also cause problem to marine life. The noise pollution impacts marine mammals' reproduction cycle and also impacts their mortality rates. The noise may damage some animals' internal organs as brain and other tissues with hearing sound transmission, and it also causes panic among them. It disturbs their regular communication too. Their calling, foraging and migration patterns are affected considerably. Fishing is a food source for millions of people and especially for the people who live on coastal areas. Fish are captured at a faster rate than they can reproduce, which is known as overfishing, and it is one of the greatest threats to ocean ecosystem. Fishing is the most widespread human exploitative activity for marine animals. Due to this problem, several marine species are endangered. It has a devastating impact on marine animals and destroying food chain too. In ancient time, to catch fish, fishermen used metal hooks suspended by nylon threads. They used boats and did not need to travel far. They started early morning and caught as much fish as they needed and kept some for their own food and others sold in the market for some money. Expenses were limited, so were the demands. But advanced fishing technology and an increased demand for fish have led to overfishing that has caused several marine species to become extinct or endangered. Big ships are used to capture and process extremely large amount of prey in short period of time that saves fishermen's time and effort. These ships use sonar instruments to trace large schools of fish. The huge trawling ships use massive nets with a capacity to pull the weight of medium-sized plane. The population that are mainly targeted are top predators in the ecosystem such as salmon, shark, billfish, and tuna. One more destructive fishing method is dynamite fishing. It is practiced using explosives to kill schools of fish. This method is also called blast fishing. Another destructive method is using cyanide to catch fish alive for aquarium and food trade. This practice is damaging the coral reefs irreversibly. In most countries, cyanide fishing is illegal. Overfishing is disrupting not only the particular species that is exploited but also damaging other species of fish and local ecosystem. We are not aware, but it also impacts the food security for people. On the other hand, increased demand for seafood as a protein resource is also a factor. Seawater is absorbing less sound as carbon dioxide from burning fossil fuels seeps into the ocean and acidifies it. In 2005, in the Pacific Northwest, oyster larvae began dying in millions. It happened in 2006, 2007 and 2008 too. Oceanographers and fisheries scientists tried to know the reason behind this catastrophe. After a long research, they found the answer. The larvae died in a large number because the water of the Pacific Ocean has turned corrosively acidic. Discuss its importance with your friends. Plastic pollution is another threat for marine animals. Thousands of sea creatures are killed each year after ingesting plastic or getting entangled in it. This problem is growing into crisis. Rapid increase in offshore construction is also causing behavioral changes in marine animals, particularly the construction of large wind farms, building of bridges and other structures which require prolonged underwater work and create noise during construction disturb animals' hearing system that they use for several purposes. The balance of food chain is also disturbed as they depend largely on communication. If predators diminish, the population of smaller fish escalate that impacts the food chain. All marine animals are connected to each other. We must know about marine life. Fish and other sea creatures are not only the source of food but they have their own way of living and ocean is their habitat. The population of many sea animals such as whales, dolphins, seabirds, turtles, salmon, shark, etc. are decreasing. Due to the pollution created by humans, overfishing, etc. marine animals are disappearing and losing their habitats. The ocean. The ocean. Wild and untamed beauty. Sometimes calm and clear, with shimmering, soft waves that roll up against the sand. But other times, raging storms and tempests. Mysterious and unpredictable. Indescribable beauty beneath the surface. Limitless wonder and power. Never-ending bravery and majesty. Uncharted waters that are uncertain and vast. Waves that are awe-inspiring and astounding. With just a hint of danger and mystery. Never knowing when the horizon ends, but not wanting there to be land in sight. A beautiful journey unmatched by anything. This wonderful yet mysterious force that we do not fully understand, but that we are fully mesmerized by.